Welcome to game number 5 in qualifier number 3 finals for
This is it.
Yeah, for only the third of 4 North American spots for our $100,000 Shootmania tournament at IPL5 at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, November 29th through December 2nd. It's going to be closer and closer. It's going to be here before you know it. And we're actually just a month away from seeing one of these teams playing live.
Yep, and oh wow, nice shot there by XP3 taking out Felons, but I did want to talk about the fact that Epsilon will be at ESWC, and if they lose this, taking that trip to Paris is going to suck. I would tell you that much, but XP3 does manage to get that one hit on Hot Mustard after taking out Felons as well. Now it's going to be Pop Trunk left by the goal with 5 seconds left until the goal becomes available for capture. XP3 is going to rotate to the right side over by that balcony there. And not able to do anything, but he is going to move in, playing that little dance that he always does and always manages to come up top every time. But Pop Trunk could be the one that stops this run here with only a few seconds left. Stay alive. Yes, he does.
Wow, and Pop Trunk has done the clutch defense more than once here, even though he didn't hit a rocket. He just had to stay alive, and you know,
it's on the scare.
Played the point well enough. Felons is going to be attacking in now for ThirdCoast. Sorry, that was the wrong key. Tab rather than 7-7. 7 is the spectator tool. I can do this as well. Kind of a fixed camera.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
nice.
Kind of weird how the spectator works still. But either way, Felons attacking in now, moving up the right side, is not going to get the free shot on Gills because I'm pretty sure Gills spotted him already. He's already fallen back to a little bit more defensive position. Yeah, Gills and XP3 both playing dead on there. Felons is actually going to have to double back and try to work his way up the traditional route. He does not want the rocket flurry to go past him for any reason. Now at a more traditional angle, he's not really got a whole lot of time left.
Nope, he does not. It seems like he's going to go for the bridge side and try and close in on the goal this way. He is going to be able to nail a hit on Gills. There's going to be someone right in front of him. Felons is going to be the one inside. Can he go for the cap? Never mind. Defense prevails as XP3 comes up big with 2 hits.
Man, I'm channeling James Chen. Sorry, guys. Saying "oh" quite a lot. And that's a fighting game commentator if you guys don't know him. He basically just likes to start.
Oh, yeah, from Ultra Chen?
Yeah, he starts really technical and then can't contain himself and just goes, "oh!"
No, I do the same thing as well. I mean, more than once in this broadcast, I'm like, I'm like, yeah, that's just sound like a dying donkey.
Yeah, every shot that's taken, I'm just like,
or a dying giraffe.
Oh. All right, that's enough of that. Hopefully we won't do that too much, but is that what a dying giraffe sounds like?
No, remember we spoke about that in the last broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, what does a giraffe sound like?
Make a sound like a dying giraffe. That's actually from the South Park movie. They say, when you get to the place, make a sound like a dying giraffe. And they're like, what? What does that mean? It sounds something like that. Anyway, Felons, Pop Trunk, and Hot Mustard all still alive. Gills has not been able to land a shot, but he hasn't been hit by a rocket either. Time is ticking down. He might just adapt to the ThirdCoast strategy and hop on the goal here soon.
I would actually do that, to be honest with you, with the way that's been working at this particular qualifier here, and that's exactly what Gills is going to do.
Oh, he almost backed on it in time.
60%. 60%.
60-60. That's like a whole bunch. That's like 120.
He would have actually won the game like 18 times. Nice stuff there nonetheless. It was a good attempt, but not enough. And now Hot Mustard is going to be up to bat. Let's see if he could do something big here for ThirdCoast and take an attacking round, giving him a 3-1 lead in this game. And the series is at 2-2. This is as intense as it gets. Bear in mind, folks, Epsilon will be competing this weekend in Paris. So you know what? This is insane. I'm going to say it time and time again. I do not want to see a team like Epsilon in this situation, especially after, especially since they're going into such a major event. And ThirdCoast is going to be like twiddling their thumbs at home, like, we're going to Las Vegas if they win, of course.
Of course, yeah. So, they do have to get their heads right, Epsilon, just no matter what, because they dropped 2 maps. That's putting them in a pretty stressful situation.
Indeed.
Hot Mustard has had a few successful attacking rounds earlier with 3 defenders standing. This is going to be tough. Down to just 1 armor now. He did pick off Godson, but kills an XP3. Not going to let him get to the goal. 2-2, so we've got a defensive stalemate starting us off. We actually saw some really early attacking rounds in the previous map, so this is kind of surprising still, the fact that no one's got an attacking round. XP3 and Felons, usually one of them can make something happen. Godson attacking in now for Epsilon. Every single round is going to matter so much because this map alone will determine who gets that free trip to Vegas for qualifier number 3.
Yep, and taking an attacking round in the beginning, while of course very, very good, you know, it's not as, oh, wow, nice drop shot over there, falling shot, I should say, by Godson. But, you know, taking I would say, a round of attacking here for any team, you know, in the beginning it's good, obviously, but you can always come back from that. But at this point, when it gets to like 2-2, 2-3 like that, it gets risky. You know, because there's only a few more rounds that separate you. And nice prediction by Pop Trunk, knowing that he was going to jump over there, sent that rocket right as he was on the descent and took him out. Pop Trunk's not going to be the one attacking. Can he be the one for ThirdCoast to get the attacking round here? And of course, the first attacking round for this matchup on Fortress, which of course is a pretty favorable map for the defense.
The way the spawn is kind of designed, where the attacker has to drop in, players can really just kind of wait in there. They can just hide inside the kangaroo pouch and hop out at any moment if they sense weakness, like little devil kangaroos. And that's what I like to think about when I play Shootmania, is little devil kangaroos. But
it's like the most random thought I've ever heard.
I don't know, man. You just go with it, and I'm just rambling at this point anyway. So Godson floating. Kangaroos. What was that? Did Godson have a parachute on? That was
I don't
crazy.
know, but he was in the sky, man. He was flying high.
That was a really interesting move. Not sure why Godson decided to float.
Like, if Pop Trunk didn't hit that hit, I would have been disappointed. Like, he was just hovering.
Yeah, that was really bizarre.
And now Pop Trunk, the master of just going in and capping
XP3? Oh, he's behind him. He actually had more time than he realized and does hop on the gap, and that's going to be the first attacking round.
That's dangerous.
Suddenly it's 4-2. One defense, actually just 2 more defenses, all ThirdCoast needs to go to Vegas.
This is insane.
This is actually insane. Epsilon XP3 with 5 defensive rockets so far has not been able to get an attacking round in his first attempt. This is, you know, anyone's game still, as you know, it just takes 3 lasers. XP3 strings them together pretty well usually, so this could be what he needs to get back in it. And we see what he's doing here. Actually, yeah, he's just waiting to hop up, try and pick off a defender if he happens to be in line of sight there. But Hot Mustard already down in the pouch. We got Hot Mustard and was that Pop Trunk, I believe, already also down there. And he's looking for just any shots he can take. But of course, when you've got an attacking lead, you just want to play super cautiously. That's a trade. Ooh, man, 2 armor. XP3 has a great shot here. The cap is not even open yet. He does have an opportunity to get himself in a nice position. Doesn't want to show himself off yet. Wow. Look at that, tying things back up pretty quickly. Actually, as quick as possible, as it was the very next round. But XP3 coming through in the clutch there. We're back to the stalemate sort of situation, 1 attacking round each, and Felons was that first attacker for ThirdCoast. He could have the opportunity here. And one thing I do want to point out, we are on this even situation. ThirdCoast defended first. If this keeps going, and then you know, defend, then ThirdCoast will have map point every single time they're attacking. So that's actually a huge advantage here in Game 5. That normally, you know, it doesn't get to that, but it could very well come into play on this Game 5.
Yep, and Felons is trying to find something here. XP3 is going to be playing the point, and I was actually going to say something before that. If XP3 did not get that attacking round, Epsilon was done. And not because of the fact that, like, you know, obviously, you know, you always want to get the attacking round, but it's just because, like, XP3 is that guy who you expect to come out in the clutch. Nothing to take away from Godson and Gills. It's just the fact that XP3 is your leadoff attacker for a reason. Felons, though, tries to drop in there, and they were just waiting for him.
The tried and true ThirdCoast rush.
That's the technique, goal. Man. They should just be called the goal hoppers, man. Sure. Like, that's it. Like, change the name to GH.
Yeah,
GG.
Goal hopper. I already forgot what pacifist. Goal hopper pacifist.
The goal hopper the pacifist. That should be their name. Oh, man.
All right, Gil's attacking in. He does, you know, he's got those Quake skills. He's got a really good laser shot as well. Haven't seen it as much today, as XP3 has really had the hot hand, but he gets in his attacking rounds every once in a while. ThirdCoast really can't let up ever, because every single attacking round is super, super vital in this last map on the finals.
Oh, this is not good for Gills.
Nope.
He just got trapped. Felons with 2, Pop Trunk with the elimination.
This is getting very tense now. We're actually at the map point situation now. The next attacking round for ThirdCoast will end the game unless Epsilon gets it first.
Can do this, it will be a major upset.
Yeah,
major upset. And once again, and it's not because of, you know, Epsilon, just when you look at it and what they're doing,
Oh,
you know, currently and out Mustard with a dirty shot on Gills.
Dirty Mustard.
Dirty Mustard.
Hot ketchup.
Give him that spicy brown,
that
man.
relish. He's putting relish.
Putting that sweet pepper on.
As long as there's not mayonnaise, I don't really care.
Mayonnaise is amazing. Why are you guys so against mayonnaise in this freaking state?
Anyway, so this is a very tense situation. He could win the whole.
Especially for us, because we got to fight about this mayonnaise mayo.
Yeah, we're gonna do that later.
Situation.
We'll go to A&W and see what they put on the burgers. But hot mustard. 2 more lasers would end the qualifier.
This is
Does
insane.
he have what it takes? Goal is
3.
open.
Oh
one
my
laser,
God, he
one
could get in
armor.
there.
No, Godson with the clutch
with
defense.
the clutch sauce right there.
And the Taylor Swift. I will never, ever, ever eat mayonnaise on a burger is what Taylor Swift
Stop
says.
with your blasphemy. Oh, man. I bet you so many people in the chat who are like,
they're like,
so
what
used
are
to
they
eating.
talking about?
I know, right? It's like, yeah, Golden Boy,
Stop
just
it.
shut up. I really don't like that. Man.
Oh, Godson attacking in now for Epsilon. So again, if Godson gets the attacking round, not map point. If ThirdCoast gets the first attacking round, they win the freaking qualifier. So this is a super duper vital information for you guys. Godson, even if he gets the attacking round, they're going to have, I think, Pop Trunk actually, who did have a successful attacking round earlier, having another swing at bat to keep them alive. So even if Godson is successful, they still have to defend again. So kind of a tough situation. 5-5, we're already in extra rounds no matter what. No one can win with a score of 6. First shot, easy, back of the face. Just right through his skull. Second shot, kind of easy, but Hot Mustard not letting it happen. Pop Trunk actually got a trade when he fell as well. And suddenly, back on map point. Dun, dun, dun.
This is insane. Pop Trunk could do something here that, you know what, only one team has, well, 2 teams prior have been able to do, but, you know, it is an intense situation. You know, we do know Planet Express is going to be waiting at the, they're waiting right now to see who makes it, because they're looking forward to see who their competition is going to be going into IPL5. Spin move, not having to worry about the hustle and grind of the qualifiers anymore. Can ThirdCoast do it? It's just, this is just straight up intensity here, as the online, you know, online matches are always, so intense. And there was someone right there with his shoulder, and he was not able to hit it. Pop Trunk, though, now opting to jump around. He tried to go for that very common that we see jump shot there, but not able to hit. And now the goal is going to become active. Pop Trunk, you know what? I don't think Pop Trunk's going to be able to do it here.
He's going to try his pacifist maneuver anyway, I bet, and try to pick off someone on the way in.
With his he's
trying. He's trying.
No.
He's going to get it. Oh, 94%.
Oh, my God, 94%.
Owie.
Jesus.
Oh, Gills with that last rocket.
Why do you guys do this to me?
Barely saving the match and the qualifier for Epsilon. XP3 taking another swing. He did save the day earlier on and tied us back up after Pop Trunk had that first successful attacking round. So let's see if he can do it again and force ThirdCoast to answer for his attack round rather than the other way around. Pop Trunk, Hot Mustard, Felons, working that ThirdCoast defense, trying to figure out which way XP3 is going to be coming in. He does double back all the way back across, but this is a normal position for attackers to come from, so I don't think they're going to be too shaken up by it. There is a defender behind XP3. He does pick off one of them. He's in a good spot to get started. 3 armor against 2 defenders. Oh, if he didn't have that one, I would have given him great odds. As it is, though, time is ticking down. Hot Mustard and Pop Trunk still at the point. No one's actually on the cap, but Epsilon XP3 does take a point of armor damage. And missing that shot. That laser recharge feels like forever, even if he lands that shot. 4 seconds left, 1 armor left. Can't make it happen. And
this is insane.
Guess what? We're back on map point.
Back on map point, and now it's going to be up to the lead attacker for ThirdCoast, Felons, who has no successful attacking runs here, but Godson with 8 and Pop Trunk with 9. Wow.
All right, Felons is looking to be sneaky. If you run through the grass, they can't hear your footsteps. Epsilon XP3 saw him. No big deal. He's just going to continue on. He's like, all right, it didn't work. Let's go.
Yeah,
okay.
No left side sneaking track. That's not happening here.
Not going to waste my time. So
I agree.
You know, just going to proceed as normal. XP3 could still be there. We saw Felons actually get a jump shot in this situation earlier on. I'm not sure if it was Felons or another.
Inside the spawn.
Oh, he's in the spawn. And we saw Pop Trunk actually murder someone who followed him into the spawn yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
That can be a dangerous proposition there. But Felons' time is ticking down. He has not really been able to take any shots on this defense.
Yep, and Felons now finding someone in that corner, not able to connect. He is going to get rattled with a shot there. Gills, he tried to go for that shot once again. He's going to get hit again by Godson,
no.
and Gills following it up.
So much blue there. You have to imagine he's going to hit someone.
Insane.
But, that did not work out. Felons actually, you know, not really today showing that first string attacker kind of prowess. Gills is going to attack in now for Epsilon. He's got a chance to put them up 8-7 and put them in a great position to try and win this qualifier. ThirdCoast, though, posting up as usual. Going to be ready for it. We'll see if Gills can get an early defensive pickoff.
Yeah, this is an intense final, man. I can only imagine how insane it's going to be at IPL5. Like, we're going to be screaming and yelling.
Dude, it's
and
going to be amazing.
Hopefully the crowd gets involved with it. And Gills with a trade as he's going to take out Hot Mustard, but Felons is going to nab one on Gills, as now we're going to have Gills setting himself up here. He could win this round. He has 2 pieces of armor left.
Yeah, I don't know. And
my
one attacker taken, or sorry, one more defender taken out. Oh, Felons! I think the laser went through his armpit or something like that. That was an extremely close shot.
This is when you come up
6,
clutch.
5, 2 rockets, all that's needed. One more rocket would end it.
Oh my God!
Felons putting the map on map point
again. Jesus,
so
you guys are like killing me here.
Don't have a heart attack. That would be terrible.
I know, right?
So sad.
I'm pretty sure some people will be happy.
Oh, no, don't say that.
You can stop talking. Yeah, but wow, Godson, and this is just insane. Godson's really shining on defense here. You know, he's holding it down wonderfully. Hot Mustard's now going to be waiting for this person to poke around the left side of the bridge, which might end up happening. You know that there's going to be some activity possibly above him. He's taking way too much time in this situation. Hey, you know what? It was, I guess, the safe thing to do. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Standing still, I'm just not a fan of ever on attack or defense.
Especially in this game,
yeah.
man. You really can't stand still because just how fast everything is.
Man.
But Hot Mustard is going to get pegged by XP3. He's waiting for that person to poke around the corner. He almost got nailed by XP3's rocket once again. And Hot Mustard's going to jump in, and he could go for the cap. He's going to be able to do it. He's going to get taken out with 70%.
We had 94% earlier. Don't forget. That was really, really close. And Gills always plays the right. XP3 always plays near the spawn. And Godson just waits. He just waits in that spawn. Not in the spawn, sorry. In the little pit. And attackers should know that. They should know exactly where he is because he's done it every single time, and they still did not try to loop to the left and try and nab him. I mean, they have to know that he's there. Close. He's there every time. But Godson attacking now. 3 lasers could, you know, set him up. It won't win the game, but it could set up Epsilon for an opportunity to win this qualifier. 23.9 meters, 2 defenders left. One is at the point already, and that's Pop Trunk, who's always playing the point and usually coming up clutch. Felons and Pop Trunk both waiting there. Now for Godson, 10 seconds left before the cap is open. Can he land another laser before time runs down here?
Yep, and he is going to have, I would say, if he's smart, he gets one hit, but now it's going to be a 2v1 theoretically because Godson has 2 bars of health left, and he's going to get pegged one more by a rocket. Can he get shot once again? He's going to have 8 seconds, and oh my God, Godson not able to do it as Felons comes up clutch once again with the goal defense. Unbelievable, and you're going to see as 2 defenders, Pop Truck and Felons, are going to enter into double digits for their shots there on defense. Amazing, and now it's going to be up to Pop Trunk, the man known as the pacifist. He runs in there. He captures the goal.
Look at that. Always there.
Always there.
If he quickly hops in and just takes a shot, he's going to get that more
You think he might know that?
He does it every time.
Yeah.
But he's given XP3 and Gills a lot of time here.
He gets 1 hit, 1 laser, and that could potentially be it, especially if he doesn't sacrifice any armor. But it just seems like Pop Trunk is playing so back right now. You could definitely tell that he's nervous. Jump around the corner. He's going to find Godson, but not able to connect with the laser. His Pop Trunk's going to jump around the side there. Josh, this is intense, dude.
That cost him a lot of time, and to not get the shot, that hurts because you basically have to follow through if you attempt that shot because if you land in the pit, they're just going to hop down and shoot you to death.
Oh, man.
That's what happens when you get down in the pit with 3 defenders left. And Taylor Swift starting to get old.
Starting to get old, Godson.
Starting to get old.
Shut that one up. Oh, man. He needs a new horn. Like, I'll take Gotham style. I'll take,
Call me maybe.
Godson's at 14 points of defense right now. That means he's nailed 14 people with his rocket. And the dude is just a beast on defense, but it seems like Epsilon's very own XP3 XP3 is going to jump around and not hit that very common, I guess you could say the graceful shot as he glides across. But XP3 now moving in. Josh, what do you think?
I don't know. As long as nobody parachutes in front of him.
I know, right?
Yeah, XP3 already losing a point of armor. You know, he is very, very quick and deadly with the laser. He can tie that up pretty quickly, but now down to just 1 armor. No, I don't think they're going to risk a rush down in this situation, especially Fortress is such a nice map to just hang out by the goal, especially when they have 1 armor left. XP3 trying to be a little bit sneaky, but now the cap is open. He knows he doesn't have time to waste. They don't even they got their player on the point.
Like, but when I'm saying the rush down is like they push up and then they scare him, you know what I mean? And then they push him back and then they go back. They don't necessarily have to chase, but they definitely are giving him that rush that's gonna, you know, rattle him a little bit there. And now we just saw a great defensive round there for 3C. Let's see if Epsilon can stop Felons, the leadoff attacker for the gentlemen of Third Coast. This is an insane matchup here, man. I mean,
I did say earlier, Game 5, make it count, sirs.
Yeah, you did, for sure.
And they're doing it. Felons looking for the free shot on Gills. Gills is always playing that corner. And there he is, actually misses the shot.
Oh, and he dropped the shot. Oh, that is the worst.
But yeah, once you've played 29 rounds or 19 rounds here on Fortress, that's a lot of time to figure out where these defensive positions are. And he still gets hit by Godson. He knows exactly where he's going to be. And XP3 loops from across the way. Not going to happen there. Not as tense. Thankfully, they're saving your heart a little bit. You know,
so this is an awesome matchup, though, man. I'm really feeling this. This is going the distance. I mean, you cannot complain about this kind of action, you know, for any game.
Only 2 defensive rockets and Hot Mustard only 4. That's actually kind of crazy to see.
So ineffective.
The spread was so even on the last map, but the positions really make a massive difference here on Fortress when you've got those distinct defensive areas. Gills also hasn't had an attacking round, and he's been up to bat 3 times now. This is his 4th attempt. Just to come in here and try and land some shots.
This is so risky.
It is.
Man, you know, I was just going to say, it doesn't matter what game you watch, whether it's League of Legends, StarCraft, Call of Duty, Shootmania. It's always intense in these situations when they just go this far, when they go the distance, like I said before. But Gil's able to nail 1 there. He is going to have 2 armor left, as it seems like they are going to be in the pit. Both members of 3C. Pop Trunk nails 2 on Gil's there, and yeah, this is not good for Gills.
Man, Pop Trunk with a nice juke there, and Hot Mustard with the jump shot to set him back. Yeah, it's game point again. Wow.
Game point again.
So it's been game point 6 attacking rounds in a row, and Third Coast has not been able to make it happen. Hot Mustard with only 5 defensive rockets this time. I don't know if he's got some rust he needs to shake off, but he knows where Gills is standing. He knows where Godson's standing. He knows where XP3 is standing. They go there
every freaking time. Like, they're not changing it up.
Yeah, will he try to actually make something happen knowing all of that? XP3 is going to be right there. At least near the spawn, I'm assuming. Now I have to look, make sure. Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is, and he's going to poke around like, oh, he nails the hit! Nice, I was hoping that you switched it. And we saw that happen as XP3 jumped down. He gets nailed, and that's going to be a big win there for Hot Mustard. If he gets 1 more hit, this could be game, Josh.
Godson's still down there. You got to be careful. Gil's still back at that little elbow sort of position, but
Gills is going to go for the rotation
on
the left side.
I don't think Gills is going to go that way.
You don't think so?
No.
Yes,
yeah,
he almost did. He almost did. But now you're going to see both members of Epsilon in the pit. 3C's, our very own Hot Mustard wants to rush in there, and he's trying to hit that shot. He has 3 pieces of armor. He can move in there. Is he going to be able to cap it? No. He's going to get knocked 1, 2, 3. He nails the laser, and he gets taken out with 9% of bar. Oh, my Lord. This is insane.
What a dumb match. No, I'm just kidding. We've got a new record, actually, for our qualifiers. This has to go to at least 13-11.
Yeah.
And we've never seen that in a qualifier for IPL5. So look at all these defensive rockets just being landed by Pop Trunk, Felons, Godson, Gills, and Hot Mustard just trying to tie for least rockets made, but Godson attacking in for Epsilon once again in a position to put them ahead, not to win the map, not to win the whole qualifier, but definitely to make some progress, and that is tragic because now this jump pad is one of the most dangerous things you can do on Fortress. That gives the defender so many shots with those rockets, and landing on the sledge back here, not going to be doing him any favors. Look at that.
That was insane. Godson gets destroyed, unfortunately. 17 defense wins there. Look at this. 17. You're going to this is insane. Like, could Godson get to 20? That'd be a record.
Could be. Could be.
It's already a record now.
It's already, I mean, we're already at the most rounds I've seen in a qualifier. So Pop Trunk who was that last time? Hot Mustard actually got a huge benefit by taking out XP3 at the very beginning of his round, but just could not land those open shots on Gills in the pit. He was just a little bit too quick. Couldn't manage to land the shot, and Gills very good about showing himself only a little bit. Godson's still in that little position.
He always goes through it, but it's a good position
works,
though.
Man, he's got 17 defensive rockets.
Yeah, because he's playing the pit, but he gets taken out. This is going to be big here because Godson had 17 defensive rockets. That means that he is on point with his D, but it seems like XP3 was going to be able to zone out and then let Pop Trunk run into that other rocket from Gills, and now the goal can't be captured.
Another open shot, takes it and swings and misses, but XP3 and Gills both still standing.
Oh, this is going to be it.
Oh, one
ThirdCoast Marion move in?
Oh, he's going to get it now.
Getting into the goal.
What's happening?
Oh my God.
Time ran out. Are you kidding me? I didn't even see the clock.
I thought that was it. He was just
joke.
standing there. Like, he could have literally just made T on the goal, and it just didn't do it. I was so worried right there. I was just going crazy. But XP3 now, the attacker, the leadoff attacker for Epsilon, scores 12-12, folks. We're going the distance as they're only 8 rounds away from 20.
Oh, that would be something. You know what that means? That actually means that ThirdCoast would win. If we reach 20 because they defended first. So.
Oh man, XP3 gets pegged with a long distance rocket there by Felons with the turnaround, and Pop Trunk hits him with a rocket, and now his only option is to go up, and he is getting zoned out with rockets. He needs to go back up to the jump pad once again.
I hate the jump pad.
He's really trying to kill that dude. I think he just wants to kill him because he knows he can't do anything here.
Yeah, if he tries to sneak past
Oh
him.
my
Look
God.
at that. That's so scary, man. It's like fireworks being launched at your face, like you're in a hot air balloon and people are just celebrating 4th of July.
It was nothing he could do. This is insane.
Hey, Matt Point again. All right.
Hey, yeah, Matt Point. Yay.
We win 15-15. Godson hasn't hit a couple in a couple rounds now.
He hasn't, but then again, he did get taken out, though, on that last round. So, but Felons here, the leadoff attacker.
I'm going to take the super overhead view.
Super overhead view. Godson staying in that same spot.
Until they get the call out. All right, let's go back to Felons' first-person view. He's looking for that XP3 shot again. Not going to find it. Not going to wait around for it. It looks like he's a little bit inconsistent. Doesn't really know where he wants to go. He knows exactly where they're going to be posted up, though. Gills, in his usual spot,
a big hit.
Does get taken out. He's got the fewest defensive rockets, but it is still a nice benefit to take out an early defender. 2 remaining. It is map point for the entire qualifier. It's qualifier point. And XP3 hopping back up.
No.
Oh, that was an open shot, but no laser.
Bad.
Another open shot, but no laser anymore. He's going to have to hop back down. Cap is open. If he can get a laser on the way in, that will be just an amazing benefit for him. Not going to happen. 1 armor left, no armor left. Godson reaching 19 defensive rockets.
Taylor Swift. Godson's doing it despite us. I swear he is.
We could reach 20-19. That would just be absolutely disgusting.
That would
Actually,
be
if it reaches 19-19, it's over. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't be over. It's because someone could get an attacking round. And
you never count him out. But yeah, now it's going to be up to Gills here. We have seen him pull off some miracle runs. He was hot the other time yesterday, I believe. He was on fire, and actually they were on fire earlier today when they faced off against Alpha Males. So I mean, ThirdCoast, they are a formidable opponent here for Epsilon. Oh my God, what a shot!
That's a great shot to get started on a very important round. He's trying to shoot through the beam. You can do that. So it's maybe a little bit more patience than he had to try and line it up. Check that out though. Gills wants this to be over. It is getting super long. 3 armor left, and that's the 3rd shot. He just broke that defensive stalemate, and now it's going to be Hot Mustard. Oh man, this is scary. This is scary. It's been map point like 35 times now, but Hot Mustard has to attack or it will be over. Epsilon will secure their spot in the qualifiers. Gills may have just done it with that, but now we're looking for rockets rather than lasers. We're watching that clock very sharply, and Godson, who's already got 19 defensive rockets, may need to step up once more to be able to shut down Hot Mustard. Hot Mustard doing I don't know what back here with the fences.
Trying to be creative with something.
He needs to use his time wisely. Try and get that shot on Godson.
Oh,
but no.
This is it right here.
1 armor left. The rush down. Are they gonna? They're not gonna blow it and just risk it on the rush down. Although they probably could just win.
They could have. He was open. He was wide.
Oh, and the long range shot from XP3. Great games.
Wow.
Wow. Epsilon securing their spot in the finals. Like we talked about, they're going to ESWC tomorrow, flying to Paris. If they had lost this call, that was a grueling match. And
that was.
you know, every match at IPL5 could be this caliber. And
I agree.
With Epsilon now moving to Las Vegas, I have to imagine ThirdCoast is a favorite to take in next week. That's going to be our 4th and final North American qualifier.
Yep.
There are still some teams to look out for. Less is more has, you know, their hot streaks from time to time. Alpha males, they always get to that semifinal. ESP Junior, now that some of the higher tier teams are, you know, making their way to Vegas, ESP Junior's cropped up in the semifinals. So still a lot of talent out there in North America. That's got to be a huge relief for Epsilon.
That does.
Can you imagine like how clammy are all the players' hands right now, where they're just like every single shot they take is so super important.
It's just one of those intense situations. Of course, you can't forget about Resolution either, as I'm pretty sure they're going to take another stab at it again. I mean, to be honest with you, this has just been one of the most intense matches I've ever casted. It went the distance, and that's an understatement as to how, you know, far that this match went. You know, both teams really, really wanted it, but at the end of the day, it was Epsilon. They clutched it. They are going to Las Vegas, and they're joining Planet Express and Spin Move. Now let's see how those guys do at ESWC this week, but IPL5, that's where the big boys play, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this. And of course, we have one more qualifier in the wild card too. Just way too much, way too much.
That's right. We're still working on that announcement for the invited team. Should be good. Should be soon. I do want to get them announced before the end of next week so that we have you know, all of our teams situated. They know who they're going to be facing. They have those 3 weeks to practice up and you know, learn as much about their opponents as they can.
Yep.
And the wildcard qualifier at the event itself, we've had a couple of teams already basically reserve a spot. It's meant as kind of a last chance for any North American teams who don't get through the qualifier that might still want to make the trip out and make the attempt. Eclipsia has already reserved their spot. Fierce Gaming has made a verbal commitment. We'll see who is actually going to actually show up at Vegas to try and get that last coveted spot. It's guaranteed prize money for anyone going to Vegas. So, you know, Epsilon has just earned some cash and a free trip, free hotel as well, joining Spin Move and Planet Express from the North American crowd, joining Colwyn and TCM Gaming from the Euro scene. And both of those European teams are going to be ASWC as well, so they get a little bit of a preview. It's nice for them actually to be able to face them a little bit early. So yeah, that's it for the cast. Thanks very much, guys, for sticking with us that whole way through. That was a long one, especially that last map ending at 15-13. I think that's got to be a record that stands for quite a while for longest game on our qualifiers. But great stuff. My voice is starting to go, so I'm glad to call it a night. But anything you want to say before we call it a night?
No, you know, of course, I just want to thank all the viewers out there. As always, if you want to talk to myself or Josh on Twitter, you can. My Twitter is @GoldenBoyFTW. His Twitter is @AskJoshi. Obviously, Ask Joshi. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to Epsilon as they move on to Las Vegas to join Spin Move and the guys from Planet Express. So much Shootmania coming. We're going to have community night coming up. I think that's going to be
Thursday.
Yep,
we're moving target practice. We swapped target practice with Qualifier, so
just to compensate for the ESWC players and for that event. So yes, that is going to happen tomorrow. So we're going to have target practice tomorrow. We're probably going to talk about everything that has gone on here, as well as what's to come for Shootmania and community night, where I will be heading that one. Josh is not going to be here because he's a lazy bum.
I get a day off for once in my life. I'm so excited.
You get no days off. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to our stream director, Josh, who just sat there the entire time.
Thanks, Josh.
And he's the bomb. He really is awesome. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow to Target Practice, where we're going to talk about all the latest happenings in Shootmania. And as always, keep on winning. Have a good night. Peace.
See you tomorrow.